Hello knitters, this is Jessica, the Lefty Knitter with KnitChats. Today I am going to show you how to do the crochet cast on and not use the slip knot. What triggered this demonstration is a question in our Slack channel where a subscriber had asked if slip knots are always necessary and if it can be picked out, if it can be left out. Well, I don't like knots in my work at all. I would really just much rather have the knitted fabric. So I came up with my own way to avoid slip knots. So for the crochet cast on, you need a crochet hook and a knitting needle in the size that you need to cast on. And I'm using just worsted weight yarn. All right, so I'm unable to crochet left-handed. I learned right-handed, even though I'm a lefty knitter. So I'm going to demonstrate the crochet cast on right-handed. Okay, so what I do is I hold my yarn in my left hand with my tail end over my thumb and the ball end over my index finger. I'm doing this because I am going to actually work the first stitch of the long tail cast on. And now I'm going to hold my knitting needle right next to my crochet hook. I'm going around both the knitting needle and the crochet hook. And this is how I tension for crochet. So I'm just going to do that. And why I can't do it with knitting, I have no idea, but I can't tension in my left hand with knitting. All right. See how I worked that first stitch and now I've made the first stitch for my crochet cast on? This one's going to continue to drift out. Just go around both. You only go through that top loop ever, even though there are two there. And they just keep growing apart. And this first stitch, you just let it drop off. See how I just kind of pulled the tail a little bit. You don't have to pull it too tight, but just a little bit. And then you keep going. And you do how many ever you need of a crochet cast on. With a crochet cast on, you work the number of stitches minus 1, and then the very last stitch. Let's see, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, say I need 12. The very last stitch, you do that. And then you have this beautiful edge and you have your 12 stitches. Nice and stretchy. I love a crochet cast on. It's so stretchy, but it keeps its form. And it actually does go back, when you get it off the needle and you wash it and block it, it looks really nice. It closes up a little bit more and looks more like a knitted stitch instead of a crochet stitch. There you have it. That's how to avoid the slip knot in a crochet cast on. Happy knitting!